Once again, I have inserted myself into and then extracted myself out of beautiful Santa Fe, New Mexico. As towns go, I give it a thumb up. I mean, it's a place that I barely tolerate as compared to everywhere else, which is just, sucky and to stay out of. It's hot, it's windy as shit, and parts of the state are on fire. You can see the smoke from satellite. I needed sugar in my life, so I braced myself, got into the vehicle, got on the highway, managed to live through Santa Fe downtown traffic, and fled as soon as I got this giant size 18 count 3 fucking pounds. So I'm thinking 18 bars at 4 a day, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and a snack when I wake up around 2 in the morning. That ought to do. Maybe I should have got 2 cases. I don't know. Anyhow, sad thing about Santa Fe and most any town in the United States these days, or I should say city, there's mendicants on every fucking intersection. Not 1, not 2, often 3, and sometimes 4. People up with signs begging for anything they can get and wandering in and out of traffic sometimes. A shitload of them are babbling to themselves. This morning around 10:30, somebody on that street, starts with a G, anyhow, was wandering down the sidewalk bellowing, fuck, oh fuck, as loud as he could. Kind of sounded like me, come to think of it. Santa Fe has a good history of helping people, and perhaps that is why when people are down and out and they need to beg someplace, Santa Fe is a better place than most to do that. There's beds. There's never enough beds for the homeless people here, but that's true of everywhere. I mean, it's a good thing that people can get from, Gallup, New Mexico to Santa Fe, where at least they have a decent chance of eating maybe once a day if they're lucky. Meanwhile, I'm so pleased that I am not a firefighter. Over 1,000 structures burned. Firefighters, no way they can contain the fires, especially up Hermit Peak to the southeast of here, 84 miles. And just stay out of the fucking way of the flames is the best they can do. And try to get the people out. Have to actually guess where the fire will be blown and get the people out of the region, not just out of the way, but far from where the fire could possibly spread. So many thousands of people are sleeping outside, far away, or sleeping with friends, which is always, I recommend sleeping with friends as often as possible. But if they don't have friends, by golly, they can sleep. New Mexico, you can sleep fucking anywhere except all of the under bridges and culverts, they're already occupied. Santa Fe National Forest is closed. No humans going in. And if they're in there, I hope that the humans are being extracted by force. And I don't give a shit about the people who scream, but my freedom. Because there's no way that they can be rescued when a fire pops up and burns the whole fucking forest down. Plus, nobody wants these assholes to start fires themselves. So, I know that my brother, after one of the most extensive fires in Southern California, and he was walking through the ashes, big, huge, could not have been contained, just almost as bad as the fires in New Mexico at the moment. And just as some parts were turning a tiny bit green, like little shoots of plants coming out through the ashes, the campers out there insisted on having more campfires. Temperatures well over 100 degrees Fahrenheit. Signs everywhere. No fucking campfires. I added the fucking. And they still light fires. And my brother, being a professional and polite, walks over there, kindly requests that, hey, maybe you would put out the campfire. And when he gets angry glares, he just stomps the shit out of the fire, grabs whatever water the person or people might have, dumps it on the fire, stomps the coals until they're soggy, no chance at all of burning, and then he says, "Have a nice day," and leaves. There's no getting into people's brains and saying, fire, forest, not good together. One or the other. Pick one. I was blowing like shit here, like I mentioned. I'm looking forward to getting back to the ranch. 8 hours away and I'm already traumatized. People, crowds, the noise. Anyhow.